Hi, my name is Shauna and I'm going to be presenting a presentation for Club and Volunteer module, and the clubs I'm volunteering at is Tom Finney FC and Preston North End Women's Junior FC under 15s. A volunteer is an individual who helps participate in sport and by taking the time out of their life to coach at clubs. They also take time out during the week and plan their sessions for their sport and club. They take their hours of planning and put a lot of effort into planning to make sure that they improve their team's performance. The times I coach for the two clubs I volunteer at is Wednesday for the under 10s Tom Finney FC is 6 till 7 p.m. and Thursday for the under 15s at Preston North End Women's 7:30 till 9 p.m. So the organisation structure is to be able to run a club, and for that you need to have a club committee. So every club should have the following in their club committee. The chair, which provides leadership and director of the club, the vice chair, which supports the chairperson, the treasurer, which manages and administrates finance of the club, the secretary, which is the official contact between the club and the county FA and for other clubs, the lead welfare officer, which leads for every junior section to ensure their responsibilities are well understood by other officers. Subscriptions, which is the maintenance and upkeep of membership database and details to ensure the club has accurate mail and contact details. Managers and assistants, so you manage for your club, for the teams, and you have assistants who help manage out the teams also for your training and match days. If you don't have these for the club committee, you won't be allowed to set up the team. You must have at least 8 to 10 members to be able to set up a new team. You need to have these in place as these are vital roles, such as child welfare officer. This is definitely a vital role, as you need this role to be able to protect you and participate of the club. The clubs are managed by monthly committee and by monthly meetings and informal meetings. The committee also come down and support and check and see how the club is being run and making sure everything's up to standard. They have these meetings because they will be checking in to see how the club is working and see if they need any improvements or changes towards the club. So Tom Finney FC was set up in 1999, with Sir Tom Finney becoming the president in 2005. The whole ethos of the charity was to get children off the streets on a Saturday morning and just to let them have a kick around. The charity has grown and expanded as a club. They work with the police, football association and professional teams such as Everton FC. They're also the children and young people's groups, local councils and a growing network of schools and nurseries. The Tom Finney Preston Soccer Centre has offered its services to a huge range of children and adults in the Preston surrounding areas. So the missions of the clubs. So Tom Finney provides football coaching to children, young people and youth players from all community areas across the city of Preston in a safe, fun and controlled environment, regardless of their ability, disability, sex, colour, race or their religious beliefs. They provide ongoing professional coach education and development training for people over the age of 14 who want to get involved with the youth development, soccer coaching and community development. So Tom Finney also help assist with the young people in developing their life skills by enhancing their multicultural awareness, self-discipline and team spirit. Also to abide by the rules, guidelines and code of conduct of the Football Association of the Youth Development and Mini Soccer. They also provide an opportunity for all players of ability just to enjoy their sport and come down and have a kick around and play football. Preston North End Women FC for the under 15s, their aims of the club are to provide facilities and to promote community participation in the amateur sport of associated football in Preston and in the surrounding areas. So impact on my role of the club, so I've chosen confidence, teamwork and commitment. So confidence, it has an impact on my role as I feel more confident in myself and my ability of coaching. I don't hold back, I've stepped in and helped players out if they needed help. In the sessions I've encouraged players that they are doing well and this can increase their confidence levels, and by doing this you work on their strengths to get their confidence levels up. And this was by Jones, Arthur and Patrick 2003. At first I was probably shy, but as each week went by I have gained more confidence in myself and I've started communicating with other coaches. For example, Dean, the Preston North End manager, asked for my opinion on how well the team has been doing and who do you think are the strong contenders for the upcoming season, so who was going to step up for next season, who's going to not make the cut. This has given me the authority and has given me experience of what it's like to be a coach and having to pick my own players for my own team if I ever wanted to coach my own team. Teamwork, as I've just stepped in and started helping the other two coaches at Stone for the FC. Teamwork is very key, as correlated from 10 states, coaching allows other coaches to intervene if something may be going wrong or if a coach is struggling with a coaching session. So for example, if I was coaching a session and I was struggling, I would ask Amy and Sophie to come in and help me out so that I was there for backup if I need help. So, benefits of volunteering, I've chosen work experience. Most events wouldn't be able to run without volunteers. Learn new skills, understand the organisation of the event or club. You have a responsibility which gives you respect, self-esteem and boosts our confidence. You meet new friends and it looks good on your CV. You're more likely to get employed the experience you have. Now I was going to show you a quick video.
So what makes you want to be a sports coach then, Brandon?
Obviously, the experience I've had with the voluntary work has really helped me progress. I've received so many different skills from being a volunteer, things like obviously confidence with teaching kids different skills and stuff. Organisation's been a really key element as well to the success of what I've been doing here. So with all these skills I've gained doing volunteering, it's really helped me be more equipped to be a coach in the future. So, yeah.
In terms of actually the sports development team, is there anything that they sort of helped you out with to give you the right sets of qualifications or skills to move forward?
Yeah, they've been great. They've offered me so many opportunities, whether that's coaching, doing various sessions, and they've got me involved within. So this session, the dodgeball, the athletics session I did on Tuesday, it's just really good for me to obviously teach different sports really. Gives me more of an idea of how to coach in those sort of specialised areas. And as I say, the experience has really helped me for the future, set me really well.
That was just a quick video of the benefits of work experience or volunteering. So you learn new skills by volunteering at clubs. It's given experience that you need as a coach. At first you might have been shy as a coach, but as weeks have gone on, you have improved as a coach and boosted your own confidence. So in addition, you have responsibility, and this gives you authority on what you can do and say as a coach, and you're in charge of a group of players, and this will give you the confidence. By volunteering at clubs, you get to know your coaches and see how they coach and what coaching styles they use, and you also make friends with them, but they're also your mentors and will always be on hand if you're struggling or if you have any questions. So, how the clubs deploy volunteers. So Stonford FC employ volunteers by contacting the University of Central Lancashire Sports Development Officer and asking if they have any students looking to volunteer to get experience. So the Sports Development Officer will look to see who wants to volunteer, so you email around all the sports students' coaching degrees and send an email and if you want any experience, and then the students will email back their availability, and then this will get sent on to Kath Mason, who does everything at the club. So she'll sort that out, and she's always on hand. She'll always fit your schedule around the coaching. So for example, I can only coach on a Wednesday evening, 6 till 7, because I can't coach on a Friday or Saturday as I have to go home to work myself. So she's very good at working around your commitments. So my role at the club, my role at Stonford FC is to help assist with the under 10s with Amy and Sophie, who are the other two coaches who also coach under 10s. So I first came in and observed Amy and Sophie to see what they was working on and how their coaching styles were compared to mine. Also I've already been asked to help coach Sophie next year with the under-10s, as Amy can't do it as she's going to go to another team and coach instead. So that's very good that I've been asked. Means my coaching has been working well so far at the club. My other role is at Preston North End Women's Football Club with under-15s. So I've come in and observed Dean, who's the manager, and how they train and how he manages and coaches the team. So far I have enjoyed my time volunteering at 2 clubs. At first I was shy for the first week, but as I got to know the coaches and players, I came out my shell, stepped up and got involved with the coaching and helped out individuals who needed coaching. I've given my experiences, especially to the under-15 girls, because as I'm a football myself, I've been playing football for years. I've given my experiences as I played at a high level. So for example, the other week there was a drill where they was doing 1v1s and this girl wasn't very confident, so when they rolled the ball out, she wasn't coming out fast enough, she was just slowing down so the defender would come towards her. So I told her, as soon as the ball rolls out to you, you have to run out with the ball at pace, and then when you change direction, so the defender won't know which way you're going to go then. So that helped boost her confidence, and that made me feel good about myself that I taught someone and I took it on board. I have definitely become more confident in my ability as a coach, and I've definitely learnt a lot by volunteering at the 2 different clubs, as I have 2 different age groups, one's under 10s and one's under 15s, and also one's definitely a girls group and one's a boys group, but it's like one girl who's in there. It's been great to see the improvements whilst I've been at both clubs volunteering, and to give back and help is an amazing feeling, knowing that someone else taken on board what you have taught them. So the skills I have obtained are the communication skills, teamwork, commitment and experience. So communication skills, it's the act of expressing ideas, information, knowledge, thoughts and feelings, as well as understanding how to express by others. Teamwork, to be successful, a team of coaches, everyone needs to be able to communicate and get along with everyone for it to work, or there's not going to be any positive vibes and the players are going to feel down about themselves as well as the coaches are, nothing's going to work out. Is the team going to play well on Sunday because the coaches are arguing? So it works really well if you communicate with your coaches. These are the skills I've obtained throughout my time volunteering for both clubs. This is going to be effective for me to coach in the future, as I'm going to be more confident and be a better coach, and if I apply for a job, it's going to look good as I have these skills. So my skills in coaching, I believe that since I've started coaching, I've become more confident in myself. I believe that I can produce a well-structured session because I've had experience. Even before I came to university, I already had the experience of coaching children from 5 to 12. I've done sports camps, I've been a PE teacher in a primary school, and done classes from year 1 to year 6. So I've definitely got those experience already, but since being current at university, I've learned much more, and it's boosted my confidence a lot more by coaching in like the sports hall, football modules as well. Also to help others develop their individuals and group working skills. Furthermore, I do believe I can help develop players on and off the pitch, their mental thinking and about the game situation. This is because I've played the game for years and I've played at a high level, and I feel that I've got a lot of information, knowledge and skills to give back to the younger generation. I think all the above helps me to become a good coach because I understand the individual needs and want to help their overall performance. So the challenges for my roles, so my first challenge was coming in as a new coach and not knowing where to start. As the other coaches have been there longer and they know how their training sessions are planned out, and how they also know how they play at the weekends. As I can't go at the weekends because I have to go home and work, so I can only attend sessions, so I've got to work off it from them and communicate with the coaches, which links into what I said previously. So the challenges I faced, so at first I was a bit shy. I turned up and observed sessions, I didn't feel a bit comfortable, didn't know when to jump in. So I got to know the coaches and players, then I felt like I fitted in. Then I was comfortable in stepping in and giving my point across, giving my experiences as I've played at a high level. And after a few weeks, I soon knew for the Preston North End girls who was good up to standard and who wasn't good up to standard. As I knew the Preston North End manager asked for my thoughts on who would I choose, who would stay on for next season, for the trials, and who wasn't. And once I pointed out who was good and who was not, he actually agreed with me, so my opinions were valid, which is really good. And this has given me experience if I ever want to coach a team on my own and how to look for strengths and weaknesses through trial process. And also adjusting sessions on low numbers in the group. So normally we have 8 to 10 in a group that come down every week, but the week we had like 3 or 4 turning up, and we literally only could do like a little fun game at the beginning, and then at the end, then throughout the session we just played like a game. There's nothing really much you can do when you've only got like 3 or 4 players. So my experiences for my own development, so the experiences I have done will go on my CV, and this will help me with my future of retaining a job over someone who might not have much experience compared to me. It's given me the confidence in applying for jobs because I feel more confident in my coaching ability. I feel like coaching I've learnt skills about myself as well, which can help me with my future experiences. For example, I want to be a sports teacher or PE teacher, and this will help me increase my confidence in coaching, will help me with this. Also, to become a coach, you need to start with level 1. And I started with my level 1 when I was 16. So when I completed my level 1 coaching course, it was spread out over 5 days, between 9 till 5. I had a portfolio, so there was a bit of free work, and then you do like 1 or 2 sessions. So throughout this course, I learned about the fundamental skills of individuals, how to use my individual skills myself, which I've previously shown in slides, which my skills are, to help coach others. It's given me the opportunity to realise my own talent, strengths, and to realise the skills I need to work on myself, which will reiterates where I need to coach at clubs, get more experience, see if I can work on my strengths and weaknesses. My level 1 also taught me about my first aid, safeguarding, and how to help me in difficult situations that we needed. So I'm going to show another quick video.
If you look at the level 1, level 2, we've been working behind the scenes here at St George's Park over the last 18 months, 2 years, to really embed the key messages from the England DNA about how we support, coach our players, how we play the game, what the future player looks like. But also it's important that we look at the new competency framework that's coming in around coaching, which recognises the external skills and experience and knowledge that coaches bring with them on their coaching journey. I think it's important that we're always looking about how we improve what we do to support our coaches. This is an opportunity now to introduce the new content, to look at a variety of blended learning techniques, and to really help support the coaches who will make a difference in creating better players for the future. The new level 1, level 2 courses really have the DNA absolutely at the central core of what the course is about. Each of the courses will look at how we coach, how we play, the future player, and how we support. So if we look at level 1, that will be made up of 7 workshops, which will look at those key elements of the DNA, and an 8th workshop, which will look at the safeguarding and emergency aid. Whilst at level 2, we'll have 3 blocks of work, which between them will have 20 workshops with the DNA and against those core themes. I think what we've looked to do is to simplify the pathway to support all coaches, whether they're new to the journey or already part of that journey going forward. For those that already have the level 1, level 2, they'll be able to go forward now and do the FA Youth Award module, which will then link into the level 3 UEFA B going forward in 2017. For coaches who already have their Mod 1 or their Mod 2, they'll be able to pick up the missing blocks and the missing workshops to enhance their learning and go forward towards the new level 2.
That was just a quick video of the level 1 to coaching courses what are available. which I'm looking to hopefully do my level 2 coaching course in due time, hopefully this year or possibly next year. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed.